Welcome to TomFound.com. I'm Tom Cassella, and I want to share with you today the compositions that we've been doing in class with my students. And I think it's really, really neat, and I'm really, really, really proud of my students. And we work all this stuff out. And as we do it, we're like, okay, we're building this triad, we're doing this Roman numeral, we're doing all this stuff. And they're like, oh, but when we finally get it done, the way it sounds afterwards, you're like, wow, we did that. And then we work it all out, and it's really cool. So I just wanted to share with you the process. Each class takes their teacher's name, and then they picked an animal afterwards. So, for instance, the 6th grade class, Miss Pico, they're called the Pico's Panthers. So this is what they came up with. We're going to keep E minor, but we start on our 3 chord with the G. So you can expect that the kids and students are like, we did that, we put that together, because they don't know anything about real theory, but they do know the flower of music, and they do know how to put the notes together. And using the songwriting formulas, they really, really facilitates them to do that. Again, I'm playing the chords for them, but that's what they're working on in class also, is the piano playing. This one is from Mr. Balaz's class. It's an older class, about 7th, 8th grade. And they are called the Balaz's Turtles. And they chose to compose in A minor, and this is their progression. So as we do these progressions in class, they say, oh, we like this chord, we like that chord, and this is how we get around and get some final stuff. And then, of course, they start thinking about adding lyrics and changing the rhythms. Do they like this rhythm? Do they like it a little slower? Do they like this chord or that chord? This is Miss McGill's class, and they're called McGill's Stuff. They're the only one that didn't choose an animal. So let's see. We have their progression. They chose to do it in F major. And finally, Cooper's class, they're Cooper's Angels. I guess that they're not animals either, the Angels. But this is theirs. This is a life skills class, and they just picked out a bunch of numbers. They did 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 4, 1, and they chose A minor. So let's see what they came up with. And they were really surprised at what they were able to do. So all of this is inside the Cassella's book, Flower of Music, Book 1. The whole process is how we find our chords in each of the major or minor modes in any of the 15 keys, and in a whole little process of how to write out your chord progression and to create your own compositions, and then really be as creative as possible. The hard work is done for you within the Flower of Music. Have all the theories already worked out. It's all worked out. The geometrics, it's all there. So, click below to view the book, download the first chapter to take a look at this pattern, and thank you so much. Until next time, I'm Tom Cassella, and take care.